So let's break it down now with the brightest minds in politics. Jesse Holland is a journalist and professor at GW University. Kristal Knight is a Democratic strategist, as is Terron Sims. And Kristal, I'll begin with you. In July, as we said, COVID deaths were down to 300. Today, 1,500 people a day are dying. The Surgeon General, though, Vivek Murthy, saying he is still optimistic. Take a listen.
I'm actually quite optimistic, Jim, and the reason I'm optimistic is because we are seeing every day hundreds of thousands of people make the choice to get vaccinated. We are also seeing that the vaccines are protecting people against the worst of Delta. If we had more people who were fully vaccinated when Delta started, we would have saved more lives. So even though we had millions and millions who are already vaccinated, we knew that that saved many lives, but we could have saved even more.
So, Kristal, 400,000 dead when Joe Biden took office, 650,000 dead now. Will July 4th go down as the Biden administration's mission accomplished moment?
Well, it's still uncertain if we can say that the mission was accomplished because people still are not getting vaccinated at the levels that the CDC has recommended. And that is the real telltale, sign of what's to come for the future. One of the things that BOFTA highlighted in her package, and that's been highlighted as well by healthcare experts, is the numbers are continuing to rise, and the Delta variant absolutely is real. And until more Americans take that critical step and see the importance of not only helping themselves, but helping their neighbors get vaccinated, we will continue to see these numbers rise. And this will be something that voters will think about as they head to the polls next year in the 2022 midterm elections. And so it's still, it's not the slam dunk that the administration likely would have had, for the July 4th, set deadline. But the numbers are still going up. So we just have to see what happens with this personal choice that many Americans are either choosing or not choosing to take.
Jesse, the Los Angeles School Board later today expected to approve a plan that would require all children over the age of 12 get the vaccine. And today we're hearing that the president will also mandate vaccines for all federal employees as well. The question I keep hearing from people all the time is saying he took the bold step in Afghanistan and took the political hits that came with it. Why is it taking the administration so long with regards to these bold steps on COVID?
Because there's only so much that the federal government can actually do when it comes to mandating vaccines. It's going to be very hard for President Biden to say everyone in the country must get a vaccine. He can say it, but he can't enforce it. But he can enforce it on the people he does control. We've seen that the military has already been mandated to get vaccines. Now we're going to see federal government employees, people that the president can hire and fire, make that same decision, make them get vaccines. What the president will do, and you can see that he is doing, is that he's going to encourage these large corporations to make the same move that the Walmarts, that the Disney corporations, that the Googles are doing. And he's going to have them mandate that if you want to work for us, you must get vaccinated. We're seeing a lot of schools and universities do that. The university I work at, George Washington University, has already mandated vaccines for the professors and the students coming on campus. So the president can only do so much. At some point, it's going to be on Americans, individual American companies, to take that next step and ensure that we're not in the same place that we are right now come summer.
Hey, Terron, if he were an African-American president, black folk would be saying, give the brother a break. We forget that when he took office in January, there was no infrastructure to even administer the shots. There were fears that there weren't going to be enough needles. There were fears that there weren't going to be enough doctors or nurses, or even places like CVS or Walmart or all the other places where the shots are now readily available. This is not a problem that the president didn't solve. This is a problem that the American public doesn't seem to want to solve. Is that correct?
I wouldn't say the public doesn't want to solve the problem, but to the point that Brother Jesse was making, it's about leadership, right? So we had a president in Trump who chose to politicize Corona and use that to his own advantage, whether he gained anything from it or not. We'll come to find out within the next year or two. But now we have a president who understands what his role is with respect to solving this problem. And so he's exercising his ability as president with, as you stated already, having all military and DOD personnel, federal employees take the vaccine, and then also applying that leadership and influence upon the business community and our business leaders and the academic institutions.
Let me push back on that. He could have done that on day one. He could have done that at the same time when the vaccine had limited use authorization from the Food and Drug Administration. He could have done this months ago. Why wait so long, specifically with the military and the federal government?
I think President Biden believed in his heart of hearts that the people would have, seeing that the vaccine was available, would have believed that that was the path, and that the mass majority of persons would have gone and done the right thing and got themselves vaccinated. Thus, the bold move of saying we're going to solve this problem, however that's defined, by July 2nd, but then realizing that the American people as a whole just weren't there, he had to take further steps.
Kristal, I keep hearing people saying that this president has misjudged the political landscape, thinking that there is a good-natured Washington that left a long time ago. Is that an accurate assessment when it comes to fighting this virus and COVID, and even the people that say, I'm not going to get a vaccine, in many cases simply because Joe Biden wants them to?
Yes, I think that this administration has miscalculated the breadth of how politicized vaccinations are and the misinformation and disinformation that's happening. Those are the kinds of things that many Americans are listening to. They're listening to their far right or more extreme, radio hosts or talk show hosts, or even political commentators who are simply just disencouraging people to get vaccinated. They don't believe that it's real. There are people who are out here taking horse parasitic alternative medicines to fight COVID. And we know, or the CDC has stated, that that is not effective in beating COVID. And so the question is, why has this administration lagged in countering this misinformation, countering this disinformation, and really undermining, or not undermining, but miscalculating how deep and how much of a breadth the far right and just others who are out here simply to be alternative to what the president and the CDC has stated. And so that is something that I'm hoping that this administration will tackle moving forward in a more aggressive way, because until we tackle those kinds of issues, we will continue to see Americans who simply don't believe in science and will not get vaccinated.